everybody. What's up, YouTube land? Thank you for subscribing, tuning into this video, watching it, sharing it, and liking it. Thank you. So I'm going to read this post from Bow Wow. 5 a.m. and I'm waking up with a big F you to life. You sure do know how to F people at the wrong times. I hope your coffee is hot as F and it burns you. I hope it's cloudy all day and you can't see shit. I hope you get the Tristan T treatment in your comments if you have an IG pump. Sincerely yours, your best friend, Val. So guys, I'm just going to go back through the post, okay? He woke up, 5 a.m. He's waking up with a big F you to life. And I generally try to tell people the way you go to bed feeling at night is generally the way you're going to get up in the morning. You sure do know how to F people all at the wrong times. That's the world's job, is to screw you up. That's life. Things happen. Sometimes we internalize things the wrong way, but in Bow Wow's case here, he's been going through a string of just like bad luck and just bad outbursts over social media. And we'll get into some of the other posts in a minute. I hope your coffee is as hot as F and it burns you. So now he wants injury to happen to somebody. So when you get to a point that you're so upset and so angry, you want to see, somebody hurt or pain be bestowed upon someone, I suggest that it's time to start looking for some internal help for your soul, because when you're out of control, that's when you want to see demise happen to someone else, I believe. So it goes on to say, I hope it's cloudy all day and you can't see shit. Okay, now it's like, he's just going in. So it's like now he's just going in, like he wants this person's whole vision, whole dream, whole perception of life to be cloudy where they can't see and continue probably on with their journey, rise from a place of, despair or wherever situation they be in, or, maybe because they may be in a better position than he is, and he wants them to get cloudy so they can be in a position like he is. Because I said that to say this. I'll share that with you in one moment after I'm finished with this. I hope you get the Tristan T treatment in your comments if you have an IG punk. Okay, so now we all know Tristan Thompson, Khloe's baby father, Khloe Kardashian's baby's father, was caught cheating on camera. Was exposed not too long ago for being seen with another woman. Also, allegedly he didn't show up at the birth of her baby at the hospital, and people went in on Tristan, y'all. So now Bow Wow wants this person in this post here to get the Tristan Thompson's treatment, okay? And it's like, we as black people, when things don't go our way, we always want to see somebody else get worse off. But whatever Tristan Thompson went through, I just have to say here, guys, that it didn't want to make him take his life. Yeah, he suffered some backlash. Yeah, he probably had to become one of those modern day slaves, maybe like Kanye is to the Kardashians. But he didn't reach out with social media and say, I want to take my life. But whatever's going on in Bow Wow's life, Bow Wow has reached out. Some say it was for an act. Some say it was for, legitimately reaching out, care and concern. He needs help. But nonetheless, when we get into a place of a sunken place or a broken place or a place of, where we really need help spiritually, we want to see other people hurt. We want to see people get worse off than not what they deserve or what punishment they might have got. Or, like I said, comparing Tristan T. Thompson and his backlash to the backlash Bow Wow's even getting now about his tweets and everything like that should be taken into consideration, because when you start wishing harm on other people, what goes around comes around. And then it goes on to say, sincerely yours. Sincerely usually means authenticated, genuine, friendly, I'm that guy. We're cool. You know, sincerely yours. Like, I'm indebted to you. I appreciate you. Thank you. After saying all that, how can he be sincere about anything? And is this just a joke Bow Wow was putting out here as life? Your best friend Bow. Now he's best friend to the person he just said F you to. I hope your coffee is hot. I hope it burns you. You're cloudy all day. You can't see shit. I hope you get the Tristan T treatment in your IG comments. Come on now. That's what I said. When I start to listen and look at people and really observe what's really going on, half the stuff don't make sense to me, y'all. That's why I stopped watching the news. I really don't follow celebrity content. That's why to some of you it may seem like I struggle when I put it out here, but it's all demonic, it's all evil, it's all full of it to me, because when you start to examine line by line, precept by precept, as the Bible teaches us, you can break this down. And one note, one part of it, he's cursing this thing out, and the next part, he's best friends with the curse out. So again, he's confused within. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You want to curse out life, and then you want to be best friends with it. So at the beginning of this post, heaven and earth, until you're at peace with yourself, heaven and earth will be at peace with you. And if you're not at peace with yourself, it's not going to be at peace with you. Okay, so moving right along. Okay, guys, so I mentioned to you earlier that I would share with you why I believe that, other people being where they are in their life is probably getting to Bow Wow, because he goes on to say in this post right here, just because you aren't where they are doesn't mean you don't have what it takes. Always, again, comparing yourself to where someone else is in life mean you haven't measured up or lived up to where you want to be at in your life. So he's sitting here, fine young brother. It's such a shame, and my heart goes out to him that he would be struggling. Bow Wow doesn't have the struggle of most young black men. He didn't grow up poor. He didn't grow up without. He grew up with JD and Snoop Dogg, two of the top names in the industry, but yet somehow ended up coming out in life feeling like this. So that just goes to show you it doesn't matter who you're around, how much money you come out with. You're still, if you're broken inside or don't know how to handle the pressures of life, don't know how to respond to life, don't understand that it's the world's job and some people in the world to kill, steal, and destroy you, then you're always going to be lashing out. It doesn't matter what age you are, and at risk for having unhealthy mental health issues. Because again, I believe that part of the problem here is, we can say mental health, but again, until we start to say that mental health is good mental health, bad mental health, he's dealing with bad mental health right now. How do you deal with bad mental health? Is it medication, or are there some words in this world that can pierce asunder the soul, the marrow, the spirit, the bones, the joints, the Bible says that this word can do? But the thing of it is, the longer you stay away from the words that can heal a broken heart, or set the captive free, or give liberty to them that that are bound, you're never gonna have experience full total joy or peace within the soul. It's always gonna be broken. Just because you aren't where they are doesn't mean you don't have what it takes. Obviously, he's comparing himself to someone here. And that's another problem we have. Instead of comparing ourselves to people, you have every right to go out and do what the next person do. When you're friends with people who have it and who are where you want to be, learn from them. Let them be your mentor. Let them educate you. A lot of people don't like being educated, but let them educate you. So if you should happen to have a break, or if you should happen to be in Bow Wow's situation where you don't want to be bothered with somebody, or you feel somebody is doing you wrong, you can stand on your own 2 feet in a good place mentally and not feel so broken and like you want to take your life here. But stay tuned. I want to tie in his meeting with Jay-Z into all of this, and then we'll wrap it up and bring it on home. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, this channel. Share it, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you all. Apparently, you can see here that this is not Jay-Z and Bow Wow first encounter, but Mr. JD must have had a good sense of discernment and was like, I'm not letting Jay-Z get his hands on Bow Wow, and protected him for his, first part of his career. But I just want to go into this next post that I came across. And do you think that Jay-Z is trying to impose on Bow Wow to illuminate him? Because that's how the devil operates. That's how the enemy operates. When people are at their lowest and their weakest points, he will pounce on you and take advantage of you and deceive you, and but it is some good things going on here. Everything ain't all bad. Everything ain't all demonic. For Jay-Z even to be willing to reach out when Snoop and possibly JD and the rest of his supporters aren't reaching out is probably a good thing. But you have to take into consideration that everybody's motive may not always be good. Let's just hope and pray in Bow Wow's situation that it is. Because if it's not, then we know with Jay-Z, Aaliyah's not with us anymore. Damon Dash had his run-in with Jay-Z. And look at his bro Kanye. Kanye admitted just recently with Charlamagne the God that he was absolutely hurt because Jay-Z did not show up to his wedding. And I asked you in that video, I'll ask you in this video, is that Kanye's problem because Jay-Z didn't show up and he's been internalizing that hurt and pain instead of, like Charlamagne said, like I said, and so many of you said, why not just speak up and say it to Jay-Z? What are you afraid of? Remind me of Adam in the garden, most black men. That fear sets in when you know you did wrong and somebody else finds out about it. It's like, oh my God. Well, God found out he knew he was naked, and Adam got afraid. Not God, Adam got afraid. And so many men get afraid when, all right, he didn't show up. You ask the man why he didn't show up. Just ask him. But nonetheless, is Bow Wow dealing with the same thing here? Hey you all, somehow I kind of agree with Jay-Z here. My old pastor, God rest his soul, sleep in heaven, rest in peace, all of that good stuff, Pastor Miller. He used to tell us, there's a whole lot of people in this world living on a champagne taste with a beer budget. And I have to agree with Jay-Z, gave Bow Wow some life-changing advice. We got to secure the bag, not run through it on dumb S. And that would be, unfortunately, Bow Wow still tweeting, I really wish I never existed. I can never do shit right. Even when I'm doing right, I'm better off with some little dots at the end. People, walk yourself out of your bad mood. Studies show that even a 10-minute walk immediately boosts brain chemistry to increase happiness. Studying from the medical side of it, there's some serotonin levels low when it comes to depression and feeling sad. And the Bible says the joy of the Lord is my strength. If you can meditate on Nehemiah 8 and 10, the Bible says in Joshua 1 and 8 that if you keep the law of the book, keep all its laws and try to do it and meditate on it day and night, it'll make you prosperous. And a lot of people need to prosper from poor mental health to good mental health, and find that balance in life, guys. With that being said, thank you so much. God bless you. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so we can help our community grow. Thank you.